Hey guys, I'm Jacob. So, you're a manual QA engineer and you may be wanting to get into maybe the next step in your career, which naturally, if you've ever heard of it, is automated testing, right? So, basically, if you are manually testing right now, you're putting together your manual test steps in maybe an Excel spreadsheet or some other platform. But you want to go ahead and automate these tests so you don't have to keep running them over and over and over every time you push a new release. Well, that's what automated testing is. And, for a lot of people, I think sounds more confusing than it really is. So what I want to do is I want to actually take it and make it a little bit easier for you to kind of understand. And I built a tool for you to actually walk through and follow along, and we can go ahead and take this one step at a time, and hopefully I can make it as easy as possible for you to understand. Let's get started. So this is the automated testing playground. That's what I called it. So essentially what I've done here is I just wanted to go ahead and put together a guide for you guys to follow along. This first section here is going to be around understanding something that maybe you don't know, right? So we're going to start with the easy stuff, the very basic fundamentals, and then we're going to kind of walk you through some of the core concepts, and some of the things that I feel that are really important to understanding how to automate, and some of the challenges that you're going to get involved with. And then I do have somewhat of a live demo here, and this is basically just a tool for you to go ahead and practice maybe building your first automated script on, right? And we'll go ahead and walk through that. And then we have a little bit more advanced topic, which is a page object model pattern. So we'll get into that a little bit more. I don't want you to get too worried about that just now. We're going to get the basics under control, and then we can talk about that. Now, there are a couple of other things you may notice here. There's a practice section, and what I've done here is I've gone in and I've built out some different elements that you might run into on pages, right? And I wanted to go ahead and kind of build this playground, as I've called it, and so you can actually go in and run some automated tests against these different things. And you may run into some challenging elements in your career when you're going in, you're trying to build automated test cases for different platforms. You actually may run into some of these problem areas like dynamic elements and dynamic features and load states and wait time. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to have a place where we could actually walk through each one of those challenging areas. And you can go ahead and learn from here. Another section that I have here is a data grid. Just about every tool I've ever worked with in my career, there's usually some kind of a form that gets filled out, and that populates some kind of a data list, right? And so I have on here a data list that's just kind of an example, but it is something that you can actually test against. You can record tests, and you can edit whatever it is that you want. Really just kind of an example for you guys here. And then we do also have some more advanced like edge cases that you might run into. I tried to do my best to cover all of the things that I could think of where I have run into a challenge, and I wanted to really be able to give you guys an example of the challenge, and then also include some code to go ahead and handle that. And so that way you're not just kind of stuck for several nights and days like I've been in the past. It's come a long way since I've started in automation, and there's quite a few resources that weren't available back when I started. So I also wanted to include how to get started, so how to get set up. So the integrate tab here is going to cover your how to set up Playwright, which is personally my favorite right now that's on the market. Playwright they're doing such a great job of putting together a really solid library so that you can go ahead and use those tools, and it's very fast, and we'll go ahead and talk all through that. Most of this website is actually based on Playwright examples, so don't be worried about that. And you've probably heard of Selenium. I wanted to go ahead and keep the Selenium setup in here, mainly because it's so popular, and if you wanted a place to come and kind of compare, maybe you can compare Selenium to Playwright. I wanted you to be able to kind of compare setting up Selenium versus setting up Playwright, or maybe if you really want to explore, you can set them both up and then try for yourself. I do have up here Selenium is compatible with quite a few different languages, so if you do have a particular language that you like, you can go ahead and just click that drop down and it will go ahead and switch your language and then kind of walk you through in that language instead. And then we have a project setup tab here. This is going to talk a little bit more about after you've got Playwright installed, some scenarios that you may want to kind of start testing. Talks a little bit about their test recorder, the trace viewer, some reports. These are all going to make more sense to you as we go along in the course. But I just wanted to kind of go over and walk you through this entire site here. That way you have an idea. Just for myself to be more organized, I wanted to go ahead and try and put a lesson plan here. And what this is going to do is it's basically going to break down, you know, what videos I've recorded already and what videos may be coming in the future. So this page is basically just kind of talking about that. I do have the details for the videos here. I still am kind of working on building this out. I just wanted to point it out to you so that if you wanted to come back and check to see what videos are updated, what I'm working on right now, this is the place to do it. And then of course you can click the watch tutorials and it'll take you to the YouTube channel, and you can see all of these videos. So anyways, that's the general walkthrough of the TechBeat training playground here. And the website to get to it is techbeatplayground.com. I'll go ahead and put it in the video as well. But I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys that, and I look forward to working with you in the future. If you have any questions or anything, please leave it in the comments, or you can reach out to me directly. I'll also put that information in the details. And it was very nice to meet you. Nope, I didn't meet you. Anyways, do the thing. Please, if you want to get notified, like and subscribe, and then that way every time, actually the little alerts button, I never click that, but if I post a new video and you want to be, you want to get alerts for these when I do post them, click that and it'll just pop up on your YouTube when you open it, and it'll say, hey, there's a new video, go learn, right? So anyways, let's go ahead and get some automated testing done. Thanks, guys.